Good morning, Pastor Steve here. If you turn to Colossians chapter 1, verse 16, and we'll continue with our thought about Jesus being God. He says, "For by him were all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions, principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And he is before all things, and by him all things hold together." So we know that he is the agent of creation. We know that everything is under the rule of Jesus, that he's the one who holds all things together. Hebrews 1:3 says of Jesus, he upholds all things by the word of his power. So all things, visible, invisible, were made by him. Things that we can't see. I like the idea, by the way, in Hebrews 11, that atomic theory was there. You know, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God. Then he says, so that the things that we see are not made by things which do appear. So God has framed the world using the atomic structure. Revelation 4:11 says of Jesus, "Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory, honor, and power, for you have created all things, and for your pleasure they were created." Something else he says is over all principalities and powers. Couple that with the idea of Ephesians chapter 6, and you clearly understand that this is talking to spiritual realms. He's the supreme ruler. Though we live in the flesh, we don't war after the flesh. We should keep going to the polls, by the way, as citizens of our land. Don't get me wrong there. But start with prayer and end with prayer. You might not accomplish much as a political action committee, but you will accomplish a whole lot as a praying action community. So when a squad of our military are pinned down, it's not a mass march of more troops that they call for in these days, is it? What do they call for? Air support, yeah. They call for one from above who can, with pinpoint accuracy, bring that enemy down. It is not our numbers that matter at this time, but it is our master. When we battle, we need to get on that radio and call in air support. You ponder that, Pastor Steve.